Late one night, in a quiet suburban neighborhood, Emily sat alone in her living room, the only light coming from the dim glow of her television. Her husband was away on a business trip, and the house felt eerily silent without his presence. She tried to focus on the movie she was watching, but an unsettling feeling gnawed at her, making her skin crawl. It started with a faint tapping sound, like someone gently rapping on a window. She paused the movie and listened, her heart beginning to race. The tapping continued, rhythmic and insistent. Emily got up, moving cautiously toward the window, her breath coming in shallow gasps. She peered through the curtains, but saw nothing outside but the dark, empty street. Convincing herself it was just the wind, she returned to the couch, trying to shake off her unease. But then she heard it again, louder this time, and closer, coming from the kitchen. Emily's mind raced with possibilities: an animal, perhaps, or a tree branch scraping against the house. She couldn't ignore it any longer. Arming herself with a kitchen knife, she slowly walked toward the sound, her hands trembling. As she approached the kitchen, she noticed that the tapping had stopped, replaced by a soft, almost imperceptible whispering. The words were indistinct, but the tone was chilling, filled with malice. Emily flicked on the kitchen light, scanning the room for any signs of an intruder. The room was empty, but the whispering persisted, now coming from the basement door. Her pulse quickened, and a cold sweat broke out on her forehead. She knew she should call someone, anyone, but a morbid curiosity propelled her forward. She opened the basement door, the old hinges creaking loudly in the stillness. The whispering grew louder, more distinct, as if urging her to come closer. With each step down the wooden stairs, her fear intensified, the air growing colder and heavier around her. At the bottom of the stairs, the basement was pitch black, save for a small flickering light bulb hanging from the ceiling. Emily reached for the light switch, but before she could flip it, the light bulb shattered, plunging her into darkness. She gasped, dropping the knife in her panic, the metal clanging against the concrete floor. The whispering was now all around her, a cacophony of voices blending into a sinister chant. She could feel a presence, something malevolent and unseen, creeping closer. Her eyes darted around, straining to see in the darkness, when suddenly, she felt a cold, bony hand grip her shoulder. Emily screamed, spinning around to face whatever had touched her. But there was nothing there. The whispering stopped abruptly, replaced by an oppressive silence. She fumbled for her phone, desperate for any source of light, when she heard a soft, childlike giggle from the far corner of the basement. With trembling hands, she activated the flashlight on her phone, pointing it towards the sound. The beam of light revealed a small, pale figure standing in the corner, its eyes black voids that seemed to absorb all light. The figure smiled, its lips parting to reveal rows of jagged, sharp teeth. Emily backed away, her mind racing for an escape. But as she turned to run up the stairs, the basement door slammed shut, trapping her in the darkness with the creature. The last thing she heard before her screams echoed through the house was the sound of the creature's laughter, mingling with the whispers of the damned.